What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another day in a car mechanic simulator with me, the virtual mechanic, and today's project, the Porsche 911 RS America BAJA edition. This is an off-road beast. It's got some very funky little bits going on with this one today. I've been through and I've checked a few little bits out about this one. It's looking pretty sweet. As you can see, it's already got big, wide off-road tyres on there, which we are going to be keeping on. One thing I do find quite cool is it's got some exhaust sections at the front here to sort of like resemble a ramming bar of some description. There are a selection of bonus parts. I have figured out what needs to go where. Like this one's a light bar. This one's an upside down spoiler on the front. We've got a roof rack on the top. And then an upside down spoiler on the back, which obviously we'll go through later. I haven't bought the parts yet, so I can't put them on now. So I won't be doing that yet, but I will be coming obviously back to that later on. As regards to this Porsche, it does have a beast of an engine, if I could get in there. Absolutely stunning. This is a just be sure, B6 M6 4.01 engine with 355 factory horsepower. Pretty good. I picked this one up from the junkyard, which means I probably didn't get ripped off, but let's have a quick look. No, just bringing it back to the shop. I've done nothing to it. I'm already in profit of just under 2,000, so that's not too bad. But yes, with this engine today, we are going to be swapping everything, all of the performance parts onto this one. It is going to be insane. As you can see, we've already got a few bits missing. We can see the starters missing and a few bits here and there missing as well. But that won't be too bad. We can fix all of that later on when we add all the performance parts to this beautiful Baja car. I'm looking forward to giving this a go, a quick top speed run, and we may take it onto one of the fun little play around tracks just to do a few jumps in it and see how well it does. Depending, we'll see how we get on and how long this video goes, so I'm going to try and keep this one as short as I can. So let's get it started. Let's get over to the car wash and get this one cleaned up. Here we are then at the car wash. Let's get her cleaned, see what state she's in. Pretty bad, I imagine. That body is awful. I mean, I think it's like a 7%. Oh my god, look at it. That is awful, so bad. Anyway, let's get the interior cleaned up. Let's get it back on the lift and let's get that beast of an engine ripped out, ready to start working on. Got the car up in the air. It's time to have a look at this engine. Now, it is a split case engine, so it will definitely need the oil draining. And being a rear-wheel drive, we are going to have to take these wheels off first. So I'm going to crack on and get this done. Wheels and axles off. And weirdly enough, it's saying I can take the gearbox out without taking the drive shaft off. So let's give it a go. See what happens. Does come out. I wonder if I'm still going to have to unscrew this end when I take the drive shaft off. Yes, I will. Okay, so let's get these off. Let's get the oil drained and get that engine ripped out. Let's get this started. Go and grab that. Get you going. And now I'll grab the crane. Crane grabbed. Let's get the oil drain put away. That button. Get the car back on the ground and let's get this engine out. Out you come. Nice and easy first time. Thank you. Let's get that put away. And now I'm going to get this body stripped down. See what is repairable. Probably not a lot. I'm going to get this done. I'll see you guys in a bit. That is everything stripped off the body. There is no interior. Let's see if there's anything in this engine bay that needs doing. I've got my... Oh. Why can I not access that? It has to be accessed from the engine bay. So I need to clear this fuse box, but I can't get it from this end. Weird. So if I go around the back and jump in here and then jump all the way down to the front, I can get it. Okay. That's a bit of a flaw with this one, but never mind. I don't know whether that's the... I'm going to have to get the original RS America 911 up. See if it does the same thing. Is there anything else to clear in this engine bay? Oil plug. That doesn't need to come out. Dipstick. No. Okay, that is the engine bay cleared. Nice and easy. Let's check out. Let's check out this suspension and see what we've got going on. We've already got the back wheels off, so let's just get these front ones done. And what have we got? Double wishbone, sway bar arms with a front drive axle. This is actually four-wheel drive. Nice work, whoever did that. So let's jump back over. That's nice and simple. I like that. A lot going on, but it's going to be fun to work on. And at the back, it is also a double wishbone. Is there anything missing from back here? No, that's rebuilding the engine. That's fine. So I'm going to start getting all of this tore down. Then we'll get that engine tore down after that, and then we'll get the frame sorted out. I'll see you in a minute. Porsche is completely cleared. Let's get on to stripping this engine down. Bit of a big one going on today, so let's just get stuck in what I can get stuck in with. Let's have a look what we've got going on. pretty confident I've done a very similar engine to this one before. Maybe not this exact one, but I do remember a lot of covers, although this looks different than I last remember it, so it's not the exact same. Anyway, I'm going to get on and strip some of this down. I'll stop and chat anything I find particularly cool or fascinating. Otherwise, I'll see you back at the car when we get the frame sorted. It's time to get the frame sorted out on the Porsche 911 BAJA edition. Let's see how bad the condition is to start with. 8%. This is probably going to be expensive. Let's hit it. 2,250 was around about that. You know, I didn't know exact figures, but I knew it was going to be quite a lot. That red is very nice. Anyway, let's get the welder put away. Let's start getting some of these body panels back on. Not really a lot to this one. It doesn't have a front bumper. I've got to sort them exhaust bars out. So I'm going to get on and get all of this back together, and I'll meet you back here before we head over to the paint shop. Got all the body back on, looking quite tasty. I'm very happy with how this turned out. It's actually looking really good. I love the little ram bar on the front made out of front exhaust sections. I did use performance parts just to get that extra shiny chrome finish. But let's have a look at some of these optional body parts in here. So if I go for this, this is meant to be spoiler 1 to give it that look. I'm sure it'll look better when it's painted. We'll have a look. Option number 2, there should be a light bar on there just to give it the BAJA look. Nice. On the roof here, we've got a roof trunk. Bit of blockage there, and on the back here we've got spoiler 6 upside down, and I believe when the exhaust is attached it does actually come through there. Hopefully. Maybe I should double check that. Anyway, looking pretty cool. I've gone for a 911 BAJA plate on this one. It is a Porsche plate. Looking quite nice, and I did go for the GTR front seats. Still not 100% about this front end, you know. We'll leave it as it is. This is how the gentleman who built it created it. I will give him a shout out, or her a shout out, towards the end of this video. Stick around for that, but there will be a link in the description below for you to go and download this version if you want to. Anyway, let's head over to the paint shop and get this one painted. Here we are then. We've gone for a metallic black on this Porsche BAJA edition. With a livery on it. It's got the RS logos on in white down the side of the vehicle. You can either have them in white or black, livery option 1 or 2. But I went for this metallic black because I'm going for a black, chrome and a gold colour combination today. Shame I can't change the colour of the exhaust because I'd love them to be in gold instead of this chrome. It would be a lot better, be a lot nicer. I've also thrown the exhaust on just so we could have a look at how it fits. Obviously you can still see the brackets don't quite fit, but they're in the exhaust, so it doesn't matter too much. Again, it would be nice if I could make that gold instead of just the chrome. Everything on the underside, if it can be painted and it's a metal surface, will be in gold. The suspension struts will probably be in a chrome, like a silver chrome or something like that. And then as regards to this engine, bear in mind when you open it, the spoiler part opens, and also the one from the front disappears. We can just about see it back if I stand here. But did you see it pop in then? And it disappears. And it comes back. Bit bizarre, but they are spoilers, so they should be on the boot or trunk, so they should line up with that. So I guess it kind of makes sense, but it's still a bit weird. But yes, a lot of gold on this one, a lot of blacks, black and gold. Maybe the splash of chrome, splash of silvers here and there. Let's get it back on the lift. Let's get that suspension all back together, ready to start working on that engine. Back from the paint shop, everything's painted. Let's have a look at these shocks. Now that says white, but it is actually chrome. So it's a chrome and a gold. Looking quite nice, actually. Didn't quite expect that to come out as well as it did. Let's get the other one done. This is the rear one, obviously a lot more compressed. Actually, not that bad. Much thicker spring on it, though. Let's start pinning some things on this car and see how it looks in the gold. Because I haven't worked with the gold yet, so we'll see. Looks like a really dull colour on there, but it's chrome. So it actually looks really nice. That's actually a nice colour gold. Let's chuck a few of these bits in and see how it turns out. Hopefully this is going to be as nice as it is in my head, but we will see. It never normally works out that well, but this gold is actually a really nice gold. I mean, I could see it in the paint shop. I knew it wasn't going to be that bad, but I was a bit worried it was going to come out a bit yellowy on the screen, so we'll see. No, I don't want that. Well, I do want that, but not right now. Get you on. Brake calipers, I tried to put gold on, but it just looked like baby Prue brown, so I'm not going to bother with that. The brake calipers are just in black on this one, as we will see when we get there in a second. I just want to get everything on one side of the front end done, just so I can see what it looks like, see whether I want to change my mind. I don't think I do. I'd love it if they could be gold, but they can't. That, I like that. Let's just get this intercooler in. Let's have a look. Let's nip down the back and see what we've got going on at the back end. Now, this knuckle housing is gold. Everything paintable is gold down the back here. Obviously, we don't have the big cross member or chassis, whatever you want to call it, down the back there, which would normally be in the same color. But I've never worked with a gold before. Gold and chrome. Obviously, this is a chrome gold and then a chrome silver on there. Well, chrome white, I guess you could call it. But it's actually looking quite nice. And I think with the black, just this, well, the black on the body and then the splash of black on the brake calipers just really separates it enough. Obviously, I can't put any more in because this does have a drive axle which goes right through to the engine. But what I do want to see is how it looks underneath. I wish that could be painted gold. I wish that could be painted gold. It's just a bit of a shame. The exhaust would be nice if we could paint them. I really like the black and gold, though. I think that looks really smart. I want to try and get some open wheels that you can see through as much as you can. See all that goldness in there. That's what I'm aiming for. Anyway, let me get on and let me get the rest of this suspension all together. And I'll meet you guys when we're building up the engine in a little while. See you in a bit. Suspension is all done, looking absolutely fantastic in this sort of silver and gold color combination. Looking amazing, happy with how it's turning out. Let's get the engine bay sorted before we head over and get that engine built. Not much to go in the front here, although we do have to put the filter in on this side, so we'll get you in. And then we have to jump down to the front of the car, get the brake servo in, the ABS pump, and obviously the module on top of that. Get you screwed in. Windscreen washer, fuel tank, which I can't get from here, obviously. And then that looks like it, apart from the fuse box. So I'm going to get on and get this fuse box together. Next up, we'll jump in and get that engine built. And I tell you, this is a good-looking one with a lot of gold in it. I think it looks fantastic from what I've painted so far. Haven't assembled it yet, so we'll wait and see together. But I'll catch you guys over there in a little while. Here we go then. Time to get the beautiful engine into this lovely car. You do have to start with the crankshafts before you can put any casings on. So let's just get going. We've got 6 pistons. This one is weird because there are 12 spark plugs on this. 12 spark plugs instead of a normal 6 for a 6-piston engine. It's a bit bizarre on that one. I just want to get some of this together just so we can start seeing the colours coming together. Obviously, there's no colours on this bit here. So I'm going to crack on, get at least, you know, the double block engine heads together. And then we'll see where we're up to with a bit of colour on this lovely engine in a few minutes. See you in a bit. Let's have a look what we've got going on with this glorious golden engine then. So the cylinders, they can't be painted. Sadly, they just stay in their performance chrome colour. But these heads can, and they've come out absolutely amazing in this gold. They look really incredible. Very happy with how they turned out. And obviously, as you can see on here, it's 2 spark plugs per head, per side. So this is mimicked perfectly exactly on the other side. Everything's exactly the same. So there's 12 spark plugs in a, you know, 6-piston engine, which just seems a bit weird to me. I'm no professional mechanic. I've got no idea. They're also in gold as well, looking lovely. And sadly, the manifolds can't be painted. It's one thing I want to be able to do is paint the entire exhaust setup on this. I'll just show you how the other side looks. Because we've got black engine heads on there. Obviously, you've got the silver top, silver, gold, silver, black. Looking really nice. Obviously, black on there with the golden clips. I have got more to go on, so I'm going to crack on and get a little bit more finished. There's a big top piece to this engine that needs to go on that I need to sort out. So I'm going to crack on. I'm going to crack on and get the rest of this finished. And then we'll have a nice good look at the end or near the end when I'm just about finished. So I'll see you in a few minutes. Nearly at the end now with this engine. Obviously, you can see that whole tyre fan piece is lovely in the gold. We've got gold ignition wires going through, looking fantastic. Gold manifolds on both sides. Their chrome gold looks absolutely amazing. Very, very happy with how that turned out. And then obviously you've got the black cowling, which like runs the entire length. Just sort of separates it up, along with the fuel rail in black there. Obviously, that's in gold because it matches up. This is in black just to finish it off. And then on the other side, you have the air filter cover in black as well with our performance air filter and gold clips. Because why would we not have gold clips when everything else on this engine is black and gold? I am very happy with this engine. I think it looks absolutely incredible. Let's get it off the stand and let's get it back into the car because it looks great. I'll see you by the car in a little while. Got the engine off the stand. Let's get it dropped into the Porsche. Looking great. In you go. Nice, it went in perfect first time. Let's just have a look at that. Looks amazing. That gold engine inside there looks incredible. Black and gold on this car. I really, really wish these exhausts could be painted to gold along with the front bars on the front there. I wish they could be painted gold as well. It would just finish this car off. Bit of a shame. I'm still this floating spoiler is a bit weird, but there we go. Next up, I'm going to get the gearbox in and get the wheels on, and this car will be outside, nearly finished. I'll see you in a minute. Gearbox is going in. Lovely, shiny gold gearbox going in here with a lovely, shiny gold starter on top of it. Could have thrown this drive shaft in much earlier, but wanted to actually attach it where it was meant to be rather than just leave it floating. And then we've just got the drive axles and wheels to go. So let's get these on, and then we will nearly be finished. Drive axles, and then the wheels will go on in just a minute. I'll see you there in a few. Here we are then with the 911 RS America BAJA edition. Absolutely fantastic. Really, really loving this. It has been a lot of fun with some funky upside down spoilers and stuff like that. Wheels for this one today, we went for the Rim Modern 2, painted in the wonderful gold to match the suspension and the bits on the engine. They're 18 inches on all four corners with 235 width on the profile on the front with a 45 profile and 265 width with a 45 profile on the rear. Big chunky off-road tyres should be able to get us through anything. Very, very happy with how this has turned out. Looks great, and that engine in there looks absolutely fantastic, even with my magical floating spoiler underneath. I will put a link in the description below for you to go and download this one if you want to get it yourself. Give it a go. Don't forget to head over to Instagram at The Virtual Mechanic. Show me all of your projects. If you do one of these, let me know. I want to see how it looks because these are fantastic little things. But let's jump in at this BAJA edition and see what the engine sounds like. Very nice interior. Let's go. That's got a good sound. Very mean and meaty sounding. I'm liking that one. Let's get it on the dyno and see what horsepower it's got. Here we are then on the dyno. 355 starting horsepower on the 911 BAJA edition with our new golden engine with performance parts. How much have we added? An extra 300 horsepower, 85%. That's very good. Pitting our new horsepower up to 655. Let's get her on the track and see how fast she'll go. Here we are then at the track. I've busted up my controller because this does not like to stay straight. Let's go. Likes to sway a lot, this left to right. But let's see what speed we can get up to down here. There, it's starting to pull. It's hard to see as well, it's very low. I don't just want to put slicks on it and be done with it. I want this to be an off-road beast. Come on, what can we get up to? 328 kilometers an hour. I do apologize, I was concentrating, trying to keep it straight. Pretty good. Here we are then. Here's one of the workshop maps. Just so we can have a bit of playing around, a bit of fun with the Baja Porsche. Oh God, that's not going well. Well, that wasn't too bad. Doesn't handle very well, but let's head for the big loop-de-loop. Nope, just rocket ourselves out. See ya. Back inside. Let's give the small loop-de-loop a go. See if we can do that one. There we go. Nice loop-de-loop in the Baja Porsche. Let's head down the other end and hit that wall. Maybe. If we can keep it straight enough. Oh God. This is not going to go well. Amazing sounding in reverse. I said it wasn't going to go well. It actually went amazingly. This is quite fun, this little Porsche, and this is a good track. If you do have access to the Steam Workshop, this is a fun track to play around on. Not so much to test your cars, but just to have a good laugh, bit of fun. I will include a link in the description to this one as well. I'll see you back at base. Here we are then for the final time with the Porsche 911 Baja edition. Very, very fun. Definitely really enjoyed this one. Didn't want to stay straight on the track at all. Wanted to just pull left and right and sway everywhere. So with a top speed of only 328 kilometers an hour, leaving it 42nd in our leaderboard, which isn't that bad for a big off-road Baja edition Porsche that doesn't want to stay straight no matter what you do. The wheels are aligned, in case anyone is wondering. I have done that. It just did not want to stay straight on the track at all. But we did have a bit of fun in the little test arena, whatever you want to call that thing. Go and download that if you're on PC. Have some fun in there. Let's jump into some facts and figures about this wonderful, wonderful Porsche. Now, I bought it for $20,343. I'm going to close that. One last look at the engine, and then we'll close that just because I don't like that feature. Anyway, $20,343 on parts today. I've spent $67,696, pitting our total spend at $88,039. But how much can we sell the Baja Edition Porsche for? Let's jump in and have a look. 261,000 kilometers on this Porsche. Very a lot of miles. Very a lot of miles. Good English there. New horsepower of 655, which is pretty incredible. Good increases there. But how much can we sell it for? 245,690. That's a lot more than I thought it was going to be. That's some very good money. Let's take away our 88,039. That leaves us with 157,651 profit. Actually incredible. Very happy with that. Time to say goodbye to the Baja edition. Once again, thank you to Zaraki for the config. Absolutely fantastic. Go and download it. It is a good one. It is a lot of fun. But let's say goodbye. Off you go. And let's see what we've got for next time. That's right. This is the Holden. I'm going to call it the Holden Effigy, because I'm not 100% sure if that's how you pronounce that. But that's definitely what it looks like. 2005 variant, 210,000 kilometers. Did buy it from the barn, and I did overpay by quite a bit. Nearly 7,500 I overpaid for that one for. That's quite a shock, especially from a barn. Barns are normally pretty good. But I'm looking forward to getting stuck into this one. I haven't done one of these yet. This does have a beast of a supercharged V8 engine, it looks like, in there, with what looks like the air scoop running up through that, which looks amazing. That's so cool. Very happy with that engine. That looks insane. Is there any swap options? Not that I want to swap it. No, we're going to keep it the supercharged. We're going to put performance parts. This is going to be absolutely insane. This is going to be very, very fast. Lots of cool stuff in the boot there. Trunk, whatever you want to call it. This is going to be for next time. I hope you have to tune it. You'll have to tune in next time to see what we do with this one. Hopefully it's going to be a lot of fun. Thank you all for watching today. It does mean a lot. And I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.